Hi, everyone. Ronnie Rowe back again this week for another YouTube video of all my designs, things that have been going on this week in the cross stitch world, and any new projects and things we just need to talk about this week. First of all, I hope each and every one of you had a great week and was safe this week and got a lot of stitching done, got a lot of good things happening. Um, I know we had some weather all over the country. I hope you weren't impacted by that too much. I certainly wasn't, to a not to a big extent, but somewhat. Um, this week, what's going on this week? This past, as I told you last week, I was going to Woodlawn. This past Monday, I went to Woodlawn Plantation. It was a reception they had for everyone who had entered a work into their yearly needlework show at that venue, and that was from 4:30 to 6:30 Monday evening. So the wife and I drove up 6495 and left her at the sister-in-law's house, and her and the dog, and proceeded on up to Woodlawn. Uh, well attended, a lot of folks there. Got a chance to go through the whole exhibit, if you will. They have that thing set up in the old plantation mansion, and each individual rooms they have pictures hanging, and beautiful needlework, just gorgeous needlework. One thing I did notice this year that I hadn't really noticed in years past, there was lots and lots of really good needlework from commercial designs. There weren't didn't seem to be that many original designs that I had seen in the past, and so that was one thing that kind of stood out to me. It probably didn't anybody else. If you look at their work and what they put into it, it's absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, met a lot of nice folks up there. Um, had something to eat and drink, and proceeded on back down 95 in the rain out of DC on a Monday evening at 6:30, 7 o'clock. Wasn't fun at all, but anyway, made it home safe. Picked my wife up and the dog, and came on back home Monday evening. I do have a cheat sheet. Oh, by the way, Woodlawn. What did I put in Woodlawn? I put two pictures in Woodlawn this year. I put a Hog Heaven. That was one I did some time ago. Motorcycles in front of a house, and Morning Light, the one we've been talking about here a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Finished that up, and that's hanging up there. Um, I did see one picture of mine. It was one I did a long time ago. It's the back of the governor's palace that I called Colonial Gardens. And so some nice lady had done that. She had stitched all that really nicely done and framed all up and put that up in the show. So that was I was glad to see that. What else have been doing this week? Blue Haven, been working on Blue Haven. Not a lot of stitching, but somewhat. We've had some nice weather and been outside doing a lot of other things, and things are going on. So I really didn't have a lot of stitching, but I have gotten some done. And I wanted to show you that now. I put it on the board like I always do. You remember the last time I talked to you, we had the house done and everything. And now what we have is we're coming down here. We're starting with the water and the rocks coming down this area. So this is coming along nicely. And so I like it. I think it's going to be a very good looking picture when it's framed up. So I'll be showing you that in the weeks to come. I'm going to continue on with that. I don't know how far I'll get, but I told you last week it'd probably be a month. I have it finished. Well, probably a little bit more than a month, but anyway, the way I'm going. So, but anyway, that's what I've been working on this week. My cheat sheet, so I'll know what I'm even supposed to be talking about. Oh yeah, don't forget, click the little subscribe button down there. I appreciate that very much. That helps me. And anyway, if you would do that, again, I really appreciate it. New design I'm working on. You know, I told you about I want to do something with the opera, the theater, a play, Broadway, something that takes all of that into effect. I want to come up with something, and I've got an idea of what I want to do. And so I've started sketching it out, laying it out a little bit, seeing what I want to do, coming up with something I want to call this piece. If I do go this way, I'm still in the very, very preliminary stages. And so I'm working on that right now. And hopefully be able to show you some of that in the weeks to come. But one lady asked me about my design, what inspires me to do, and I think it was Laura. Laura? Was it Laura? Yeah, Laura. I wanted to know what inspires you, a designer, to come up with a piece, to do a piece. Well, it's something that it's two things. It's something, first of all, it's something that I would like to stitch myself, something that I find interesting that I could do, that I would enjoy stitching myself. That's number one. Um, every piece. Which one did I like to stitch the best? The one, Blue Haven, the one I'm working on right now. I'm enjoying it. I Every piece that I've ever put out that I stitch all of them. At that moment is the one I really like the best, and so that's got a lot to do with it. But subject matter and how you come up with something. Um, every year, distributors, people that put patterns out to all the shops and all over the world and everything, you have to come up with something new, and you have to come up with something new that you think that everyone would like to stitch. It doesn't always work out that way, but you need to come up with an idea of something that someone in a small town could relate to and would like to stitch. So that's what you have to really do in this also, because remember, I'm doing it for myself, but I'm also doing it for distributors and people out there that I think would like to do this type of my design. So anyway, that's how I really come up with it. And I put a lot of thought in it. I don't just go out and do something to be doing it. I sit down there and I really give it some thought. At least I think I do anyway. So in my mind, I do. So, but anyway, that's a question that was asked this week, and how I got started. Oh, she also wanted to know how I got started in all of this. Well, there are videos out there, not my YouTube videos, but on FlossTube. If you go to FlossTube, Ronnie Rowe Designs, you'll see some that uh, some kind folks did some podcasts that I did, and they're right lengthy, about an hour or so, to going through how I got started, materials used, and so if you'd like to go and take a listen to one of those, and some of them are videos, I encourage you to go to that if you're interested. I mean, I don't know if you're interested. I mean, I guess some folks would be. So, but anyway, that's those things are out there right now. Um, what else is going on this week? The new designs, I talked about that. Oh, the rugby player. I have finished the rugby player. That's the one I got a consignment from a lady in England would like me to do, and I sent her the finished product. We've been through everything that I do as far as putting it together. I showed you that last week, a lot of it, how I go about getting everything ready to print and put it out. And what I'm going to show you in a bit or two is the finished product on that, before and after. And what I'm going to show you is what she's getting. This is the PDF file that she will be getting, or she has gotten from me already. I've already sent it out to her. So I'm going to go down to my screen here and share the screen. And what you should be seeing right now, I'm guessing what you should be seeing. This is a slide that I just put at the first of this presentation. This was the picture that I received, and the lady asked me if I'd take a look at it and see if I could do something with it as far as counted cross stitch, and with the color, and maybe enhance some things, do some things to it. So, and I have done that. So what I have done is I have gone through, and what I am going to show you right now is a presentation. This is a keynote presentation, and so I'd like for you to take a look at this. this is not, I'm gonna go through this the sheets pretty quickly and as we go along. But anyway, I hope you enjoy. That's the first one. This is the cover sheet. This is the cover sheet that she will be getting, England's World Cup drop goal. And this is a picture of the final product she's getting. This is the gentleman doing the drop kick. And as you can tell, if I go back, you can tell I've taken all the background out of this picture. I've recolored a lot of it. And what I did was go and put a lot of the stadium in, some clouds. So it really made him the forefront of the whole design. Then we went to sheet one. Sheet one, we go back. Up in the upper left-hand corner you're looking at, there's no symbols there, but that is part of the graph. So that's sheet number one. And I put a note to her, this 6x7 section, upper left-hand design, has no symbols. And you go to sheet two, and of course you're starting with symbol 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. Now this goes, I'm going to go real quick on this because all of these sheets, this is her design that I've done for her. And if we get down, we got 30 sheets. There's 30 sheets in this design, then a back page. And the back page, she has all the DMC colors, the design measuring types, and everything you would need to go ahead to complete this design. So anyway, this is England's World Cup drop goal. And I hope she really enjoys it. It's a lot of stitching. It was 390 by 300 and something like that. And what was it? What did we have on this? We had this thing. It was actually 300 by 390, but the design, the stitches, the design actually measured 288 by 364 stitches. So anyway, we got approximately 35 colors in this thing, 25 to 30 colors. And all the DMC, I use DMC. So if anyone wanted to change the DMC to something else, I could certainly convert that for them. But anyway, this is the chart that has been sent out, a PDF file of this particular design. Now I got to figure out how you go back and stop sharing the screen. Now we're back to me. But anyway, that's what we did. And that's what I've gotten several others this week. One last week and two more this week. People sent me some information, some pictures for me to take a look at. And I have done that. And I got to get back to this one lady here. I'm planning on doing that probably tomorrow. I've been working up something for her. But anyway, that's what I do. I put a lot of time into it. I like to do it. And again, if any of you out there are interested in having me do a design like that for you, I put it together just like I do my designs that I put out and market all across everywhere. And so if you're interested, give me a holler. I'm easy to get in touch with. My email, put a note down on the video right here you're looking at, and that'll be just fine. So anyway, that is that. So I don't know what else is going on this week. Not much. Blue Haven is continuing on. Haven't talked to any other designer. Oh yeah, I know what's going on. Tomorrow, I would normally be leaving tomorrow for Nashville, the Nashville show this weekend. And so I wish all those folks well. And that's a fantastic show. And I know the people going this year are really going to enjoy that. I know they'll do well. And so I'm not going this year. It's quite a drive. And so after Woodlawn and everything, so we're going to lay off this year and do some designing and maybe see what happens next year. And so that's the plan right now. Other than that, I don't know anything else this weekend. I really appreciate your comments a whole lot. Thank you very, very much for the nice comments that you put out on this site. And again, if anyone wants anything done by me to do, it didn't cost you a thing for me to take a look at stuff and see if you're all interested. Somebody asked me, do I ever stitch anyone else's designs? Well, no, I don't. I found And a long, long time ago when I started with books. I would do somebody else's design. And when I started doing this myself, like Blue Haven or Morning Light, or what I'm dreaming up now to do next and everything, I just find it a lot enjoyable for me to do something of mine and everything that's interesting than someone else's. All their other works are beautiful, what they have out there, but that's just me. So anyway, until next week, keep stitching. And as I tell you each week before we leave, the number one thing I want you to do is be safe. Bye-bye now.